Everyone's got an excuse. What's yours?
Side. Just. Hey, you on YouTube, this is Will from Will Development. This is my 53rd weekly update. Now, I did skip week 52, that's because I was at the Olympia on there, but don't worry, I'm coming out with the update next week sometime. I'm going to put together the video. I'm gearing up for a little revamp and all that stuff, so it's going to take me about the weekend to get all the work done because I've had just a crazy week back and forth and getting right back into training this week and all that stuff. Because I did miss Friday and Monday's training because, again, I was at the Mr. Olympia, both the expo and the contest finals, and I went to the gala and the superstar seminar on Sunday. Was that Sunday? Yeah, it was Sunday. So I've had a busy, awesome week. I'm going to put together a montage of all the pictures I got between Vegas and the expo and the gala, where I met quite a number of bodybuilders. Sorry, hang on, I just realized it's like cutting off part of my head here. There we go, let's try that. Yeah, get more of America. Oh, I apologize, I have this pet peeve about shit being even when it's supposed to be even. Alright, that's better. That's better, eh? Cool. So I apologize for not doing a weekly update. I also apologize in advance. I did not film anything at the expo or at the actual show or at the gala or at the seminar. I even missed Meet the Olympians. A little pissed off I didn't even get to meet Kai Green. He ended up going to some gym out in Vegas and would have cost just way too much in a cab ride for me to go see him, and I was running late and blah 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 blah. Doesn't matter. Anyway, that's back then. And the future, let's talk about right now. Right now, I'm sitting at 160 pounds dead on nuts this week. My weigh-in for work, if you follow me, I've been doing they were doing a weight loss thing at work. It was like a challenge thing. I didn't want to lose much more weight, let's just put it that way. Plus, I'm training strongman style, which means I need to eat as much as freaking humanly possible, basically. So I really didn't want to lose any weight, but I figured I'd gain 10 pounds the day before the weigh-in, and then I'd lose it all again, maybe even a couple extra by Monday, which is what I'm going to do. So I'm sitting at about 160 right now, steady at about 7 to 8% body fat. It was like 7.79 average this week, so if you want to call it 7.5, you can. If you want to call it 8, doesn't bother me. I'm below double digits. I'm happy. Workouts this week, obviously, like I just said, I missed Monday, which sucked. But I got Wednesday and Fridays in, and I did my stretches on Tuesday and Thursday also. I did my stretches, which is what I do on my days off. I do corrective stretches to help work my shit out. I figure in about the next month and a half to 2 months, I will finally have good form on a lot of my exercises, which will be exciting. I'll be able to move better, a little bit better and stuff. Workouts went great on Wednesday. They went great today too. I just got back from pushing the truck and doing farmer's carries, pushing and pulling the truck, which it always feels badass pushing a vehicle, regardless of size. I just drive a little Ford Ranger, so it's not that big. Only problem is it doesn't really translate to a sled that well because, with something that rolls, once you get it moving, it's not that hard. But something that slides, it's a little bit different. Regardless, that's how I'm training that. If you follow Strength Camp, you saw they released a video finally addressing what many of us have bitched about, in that they did not have weight classes, and it was horseshit to expect somebody like me to do a 200-pound clean and jerk or clean and press, to do a 360-pound deadlift and up, to do farmer's carries with 225 pounds per hand. That's just horseshit. It's just, not that it's unobtainable at my weight or even my level. No, it's unobtainable at my level. I've been training steady now for a year, And even after a year of training, those numbers still seem pretty far out of grasp right now. But you know me, I don't bitch, I don't make excuses. I was gonna just go, do my very best, and I was gonna train my ass off to get to those numbers, or at least as close to those numbers as I could. I was about 50 pounds off on some of them and 100 pounds off on others. I mean, my deadlift, the best I've ever done in my entire life was 300 pounds, and that was back when I weighed 220. And I was heavier. And I had a good year and a half of solid powerlifting training basically under my belt. So, you know, it's exciting to find out they opened up a novice class. My fear is, how are they going to make the criteria for the novice class? Because people are dicks at the end of the day, and I know there's going to be some asshole who weighs like 300 pounds and he's been training for like 15 years and he's going to come in and want to join the novice class and just fucking decimate all of us because those weights aren't even training weights to him, they're not even warm-ups, you know? So I'm hoping they'll have some sort of criteria, whether it's age, because I mean even somebody who's my age, 22, the odds of them being super, super strong, I mean basically the longest they could possibly be training for, safely that is, maybe 7, 8 years, if they started when they were 14, you know? Which I usually don't recommend people training with weights any younger than that. And I know a lot of people don't. So, that could happen, but even then it's not crazy to think, that they would be, batshit crazy, stronger, faster than anybody else in my age group. Or, maybe they'll do it by a weight class. If you weigh over 220 pounds, you have to do this, but even then you can have dudes who weigh 219. Fucking, wanting to go in there in the novice class. So I don't know how they're going to do it, but it's exciting because the weights are a lot more achievable. I still have basically a lot less work to do to get to the weights they're talking about now for all the different implements, but it's a lot more obtainable in a month and a half. In fact, I intend to be at least 10 to 20 pounds over on just about everything except the deadlift. I'm going to try to get up to about 60 pounds over what they're starting at. I want to be pulling at least 300 consistently, and they're talking about starting at 225. Farmers carries, they're talking about doing 125 pounds per arm. I can do 100 easy, basically. 125 is still a little bit out of my range, but I can do 100 even pretty easily. About 60 feet I can carry it, no problem. Sled push, they took it down. I think they're doing 135 instead of 225, which is a lot more obtainable for somebody like me. And the clean and press that they had, they're doing it, I believe they went back down to 135 for that, which is a lot better for a novice, for people like me, where I can only clean and jerk like 115 right now, consistently for 5 reps. So, like I said, I got a little bit of work to do. Bench press is down. I think they put it down to like 185 or 135, something like that, for reps, which is a lot more obtainable for the novice. Because 225 is basically my max that I've done in my life. I've done it like 3 times, I think. And that was like, I had a good day, the stars were aligned, shit like that, So I'm excited, once again, for the challenge. I was originally, like I said, going to go in saying, I'm just going to do my best to not get hurt. Now I'm going in, and I'm thinking I'm going to do my best, and I actually kind of think I could win now. I think if I train hard enough and if I push hard enough, I think there's a good chance I could actually win, depending on what my competition looks like. But I'm going to walk in with the mentality that I don't want to lose. So we'll see how it goes in November. Until then, I'll just keep giving you the updates. Appreciate you watching. I'm sure when some people found out about the weights, they said, fuck it, I'm not doing it. I don't expect cred or anything for saying I'm going to go do it anyway, even though these weights are just ridiculous for me. But to the people that had the same mentality as me and said, fuck it, you know what, I'm going to go in, and even if I lose hard as a motherfucker, I'm going to go in and do my best to support Strongman, to see where I'm at, in my training, all that good shit. You gotta give respect to those kind of people. And to the ones who didn't, the ones who saw the weights and said, oh no, I'm not doing that because I won't win, I have no chance of winning. Well, you're the kind of person that will never win. You need to change your attitude. And if you don't, then what's your excuse?